Hi y'all, what's up? Welcome back to episode 2 of Braelynn'S Corner, where I come and basically complain every Sunday in the corner. And this is the corner. It looks pretty bare right now, but you guys haven't seen, look right here, you see? I got me a nice shag carpet. So I'm not really sure at what point in my life I fell in love with the 70s. And not only the 70s, it's not necessarily just that. It's more so this hippie, not even a hippie. It's like this lifestyle where you're really in tune with your life. Maybe you do mushrooms, maybe you smoke weed. Maybe on Saturdays at 2 p.m. you like to swing from trees. I don't know. But I like the aesthetic of like, ooh, I'm alternative. It's really turning me on. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe the guy has a beard, that 70s porn mustache. I don't know. I'm just that aesthetic, colorful, but like color. Things these days, the color is just, things are not as opaque as they used to be. And it's just really sad. Look at the cars. Look at the houses. Like houses are being, built with muted colors. If it's not that weird dark gray, it's pure white, which I don't have a problem with pure white, but everything cannot be pure white. I just can't. That's why I have an accent wall. It used to be white. I couldn't stand it. I can't stand I walk into somewhere and it's all pure white. Oh no. No. You know what I really love? And I was in someone's house before a couple years ago, and their house, all of their walls were like this dark blue. Like the dark blue where it's so dark of a blue that it kind of looks gray almost. And then they have like gold accents. I love that. I thought that looked pretty good. But anyways, I just feel like colors these days, they're just not as bright as they used to be. But anyways, so I got an orange rug, as you guys can see, and it's shag, but it's not the shag that I want. But I can't find a good shag rug. I feel like I'll have to go to like one of those like thrift stores, but like they're not thrift stores. They're like people who specialize in like shit from the 70s and 80s, because I love shag. Anyways, to get back to my point here, I love the 70s. I love 70s music. I like the movies from the 70s. I like 70s shit. I just do. And I feel like people have their era. Some people like the 50s, some people like the roaring 20s, some people like, other stuff. I like the 70s, and I'll tell you why. Not only were the styles in the 70s immaculate, okay, where everyone was best dressed by default. Not only do I like that, also love the music. The music is so carefree, in touch with your emotions, and I feel like people were less depressed in the 70s than they are now. I don't have the actual data on that, but I just have a hankering spiritually that people were less depressed in the 70s. Now, you can say, oh, it was because everybody was high. I don't know. I wasn't even thought of. My mom wasn't even born until the late 70s. So, honey, I couldn't tell you. And I've been trying to tell my grandma, Grandma, how was the 70s? She's like, I was a little girl in the 70s. Well, she wasn't a little girl. She was a teenager. She was coming into her teenage years in the 70s. But I was like, Grandma, you don't remember anything about the 70s? She was like, I don't remember anything about the 70s. I was like, okay. All right, fine. So, any of you guys who were like young adults in the 70s, well, you're probably knocking on death's door if you were like a grown adult in the 70s. You're probably not watching this video, and that's fine. But anyone who remembers the 70s, please leave in the comments, because I just feel like the 70s was the best time for mental health. But I say that to say I love the 70s, so you'll see some things, decor popping up. That's the 70s. That's really the theme that I'm going towards. But I'm also trying to find myself in that I need to stop trying to do things to mimic other people and the way that they do things. I need to explore. And you would think, girl, you're what? I'm about to be 32 next year. You would think that, oh, you haven't got that figured out. You don't know who you are. No, no. It's part of navigating BPD. I don't want to keep bringing up my BPD diagnosis. I feel like that's annoying, but it is a part of BPD where, you don't really know who you are. But I'm slowly trying to find myself. And so when I see something that I like, instead of saying, oh, that's tacky, because some people will say this burnt orange is very tacky, instead of saying that, or, oh, this person wouldn't do this, or no one, I'm just going to start buying it. I need to start paying more attention to what I like, the things that I like. So I saw this carpet. I was like, I love it. And so to everyone else, you probably think this carpet is bullshit. And that's fine. My carpets don't have to agree with you. But I'm going to start doing that more and more. And then I think I'm going to have a collection of shit that I like. So this week it is my carpet. Now, I'll tell you something. We're just going to jump right on into the complaints. My complaint is with two people. And I have some other complaints that I want to get out. But my major complaint that's fresh on my mind is two people. Amazon and my leasing office. No, not even, you know what? Amazon has nothing to do with this. I take that back. I'm sorry, Amazon. Amazon has nothing to do with this, okay? The majority culprits here are my leasing office and parcel pending. Now, if you guys don't know what parcel pending is, parcel pending, I don't know if they do other things, but basically they control storage lockers. So if you live in like a modern apartment building, you probably have storage lockers where packages go. Now you would think, oh great, you can buy something on Amazon or on some other store, you can get it delivered to the parcel locker. You go down to the locker with your code and you pick it up and you think that, oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'll never have to leave the house again. Well, my issue is with the leasing office and parcel pending. Now I'm going to talk to parcel pending first because I think they're the main people that are responsible for the issues that I'm having. Now, I've only started having these issues the past couple of years, okay? And I don't know and I also have noticed that the quality of this apartment building has gone down. Things aren't getting fixed as quickly as they have used to been getting fixed. Things are getting run down. I can tell, and I don't mean to be judgmental, but the people that they're letting up in here is a little bit strange. This place when I first moved in was like really like top tier, and I think we're just slowly going down. I don't know what's going on. New management maybe, I don't know. But I say that to say that the parcel pending service has also been something that has like followed that trajectory. That just may be anecdotal. I don't know. I don't know if the two are related. But parcel pending, I'm on your ass. I'm putting your ass on notice because how in the hell is your parcel locker down so much? It's been, so the problem is that the delivery people can put packages in there, but for some reason, it's not getting to me. It's not generating a response or a phone, we get like a code. How it's supposed to work is you get a code, you can go on the app, and it'll open it through Bluetooth, or you can give me my QR code, and you can scan your QR code, and it'll open up all the lockers that are assigned to you. Well, the issue is that, yes, Amazon can put something in there, or UPS can put something in there, or the post office can put something in there, but it's not generating a code. And you go down there and I'm expecting this package, I'm gonna get my QR code, you scan it, nothing happens. But you know damn well that there's a package in there for you because Amazon was like, here's a picture of me putting it in there. And so what happens is and people are going to judge me for this, but I really don't care. I'm going to complain to Amazon and say that I don't have my package and it's been stolen. Because for all intents and purposes, if you have my package and you have not allowed me to pick that package up, you are then holding my package hostage. Therefore, it is stolen. If it's not in my custody, it is stolen. And so I'm going to go on Amazon and I'm going to report my package as stolen because for all intents and purposes, it is not in my custody. It's not. I didn't get a link. I didn't get a code. My QR code is saying when I go up there that there's no packages for me. It's stolen, bruh. What am I supposed to think? So I went on there and I reported, it was this rug. Okay, it was this rug. I went on there and I reported this rug was stolen. And I got my credits back and then I ordered it again. And then I had it sent to Whole Foods. So here's the issue that I'm having. I need to stop thinking that parcel shit that's happening in the parking garage is ever going to be a thing. It's never going to be a thing. Just like the fucking gate to the parking garage. It's working fine, but I'm sure it'll break down. Give it a couple months. I don't know. But I think from now on, for the packages, I think I'm just going to have everything shipped, at least from Amazon. I'm going to have everything shipped to the Whole Foods down the street. Because I can't be doing this. You know how much anxiety that this not being able to procure my rug caused me? I was in almost tears, beads of sweat down my forehead, trying to figure out where in the hell this rug was, until I finally gave up and reported my shit as stolen. And I'm gonna keep doing that. Lock me up, sue me, I don't care. I'm going to keep reporting my shit as stolen. And you know what? The thing is, you better be glad I don't call the police department or the sheriff. Because I don't really trust this police department my city police department. I'm going to call the sheriff. I'm going to go all the way up to Ken Paxton about my packages. Do you understand me? I don't fuck with the Republican Party, but I will tell you this. I'll fuck with them about my packages. So, needless to say, I'm not messing with that anymore. If anything, I'm just going to have it all shipped to the Whole Foods. Because really the only thing that I ever have, packages I have coming to my address is Amazon. So we're just going to send the Amazon to the Whole Foods, the Amazon packages to the Whole Foods, and then everything else that I decide to buy online, I'm having shipped to my office. Okay? I'm having shipped to my office because it's easy when I have things shipped to my office because it's an office. You go in, go up to the floor that I'm on, boom, there's my office. So everything else is going to my office, Amazon, it's Whole Foods. I'm not having anything delivered here unless it's the post office because the post office, it's lock and key. They just give you a key. No technology. Now look, I love technology. But some things, the real thing that I've noticed too over the past decade, I would say, is that any kind of like electronic business or like business that operates online, like parcel pending or Amazon, they've been trying to incorporate AI way too damn much. And the thing is, I'm not going to go back and forth with AI. I'm not. I want a real person. They call it artificial intelligence, but they're not intelligent at all. Because if I've screamed at you 5 times, I want an agent, and you still are like putting me through that help loop again. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize it. Can there something else I can help you with? Agent, agent, agent. I've detected the possibility that you may need an agent. Oh, you fucking... Really, Cheryl, the AI bot. Stop it with the fucking AI if it's not going to be useful. Some AI on some websites is pretty damn useful. Most of the time, it's an annoyance. And it makes me not want to fuck with your brand anymore if I see that. I should be able to call a number and wait on hold, even if it's for 10 minutes. I'd rather, you know what? I'd rather wait on hold for 10 fucking minutes than deal with any kind of AI chatbot. Okay? I would. Just to talk to a real person who has real thoughts and can give me my refund, because that's the only time I'm ever calling customer services for a refund. Anywho. Yeah. It's just the customer service isn't there as much as, it's like people don't believe in customer service anymore. You don't take it seriously. Like my new shirt, by the way. I got it from Shein. Say what you want. People don't take customer service as serious anymore. And I've had it. I'm the customer, serve me. Anywho, okay. Well, let's go ahead and get into the weekly weigh-in. I did weigh myself this morning, and I am sad to report that I'm 331 pounds. Now, when I last weighed myself, I thought I was around 325. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I was 325, and I was making my way to 320. Nope, a bitch is at 331. Now, I don't know if that's water weight. I don't know if it is, or what's going on, or if I really did gain 5 pounds. That fucking sucks. I guess that 6-pack of Cinnabons really did not help. But I ate all of those over days. Also, can anyone tell me on the Cinnabon, when you buy the pack, it says do not refrigerate? Well, I don't want to just leave it out. Why does it say that? Because I reheat them, and it's just fine. But is there something biochemically that I should not be refrigerating the Cinnabons? Or what's going on with that? I don't know. Anyways, I'm 331 pounds. And that's pretty sad because I haven't even really been eating that much. Except for that situation that I had that I told you guys about. Other than that, I've been pretty in tune with my diet. It's water weight. Okay, well, I guess I'll move on to my next complaint, which is 5 to 7 business days. Now, oh, my back. Let me update you guys on my back. My back it's back to where it needs to be. I have a little bit of stiffness, but there's not a lot of pain. So, there's that. But the next complaint that I have is 5 to 7 business days. Now I'm going to get my little thing over here real quick. Give me 1 second. 5 to 7 damn business days. You guys know what I mean. You know when you call into something or you're dealing with the company or something. So, there we go. Whew. Now I'm going to look abnormally large sitting like this. And I need you guys to calm down, okay? I've got a stomach on me. Okay, this isn't gonna work because I'm too body conscious. If I turn to the side, put my leg up. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I got a belly, okay? And there's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, 5 to 7 business days. Have you ever called somebody or dealt or had to send something in or, dealt with something and you were ever told, oh, you'll get a response or we'll process this? Please allow 5 to 7 business days before you receive a response, before you receive a product, a service, or, whatever. Why does it take 5 to 7? And to put it into perspective, 5 to 7 business days is a business week plus 2 days. Why is it taking 5 to 7 business days? Is it because you're low staff? Is it because your business isn't open on the weekends, which it should be? Let's be honest, all businesses should be open pretty much 24/7. And I say that specifically for businesses who operate on a 24/7 basis. So, businesses like Amazon. If I can order something like a new set of kitchen knives at 2:30 in the morning, I should be able to contact customer support at 2:30 in the morning. If I can engage with your business should be open. That's my philosophy. I think all businesses should have 24/7 staff. And maybe the staff is reduced at night because who the hell is up at 2:30 ordering a new kitchen knife set? But there should be some sort of staff there on the weekends and at night. There should be. There just should be. Not to mention, why was it ever since COVID, things have not been 24/7? Why is the McDonald's closing at 11 p.m.? Why is the Walmart not that I go to Walmart. I don't go to Walmart anymore. And we'll talk about that. That's another conversation for another day. Them fraudulent fucks. Actually, let's talk about it now. But let me finish my point. Why aren't things open 24/7 anymore? Remember when you were able to go to Walmart at 3:30 in the morning? Why can't we do that now? Remember when you were able to go to McDonald's at 2:30 in the morning? The food may be questionable, but you had that option. Remember when you used to go to places and they didn't close at 11? Why can we get back to that? How soon can we get back to that? Now let's talk about this Walmart debacle. So I have been, and this is not allegedly because this actually happened to me. So I'm not going to say allegedly, so I don't get sued. This happened to me allegedly, so I do not get sued. But it did happen to me. So I used to be a very, 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 I used to be a huge supporter of Walmart. Walmart was my store of choice because things were, I won't say the best quality in the world, but they were quality enough that I feel like the price could be somewhat justified. Now, Walmart does try to play you on things. In fact, they do play you because the amount of people who still shop at Walmart is crazy. But I used to go to Walmart a lot. And I've stopped going to Walmart. Well, I slowly, as Target, got Apple Pay and the app, and then I started using Target more and more. And then I have Amazon now. My use of Walmart really, over time, it kind of reduced itself. It kind of phased itself out to where now I use Target and Amazon as my and Kroger sometimes. But what really did it for me was this was in the fall of 2022. I was sitting at work I worked in the ICU over in Flower Mound. And I was sitting at work, and I was going through my emails or whatever. And I was doing some other stuff or whatever. I think we had like Blue Goose Katina. I love Blue Goose. Shout out to Blue Goose. But I looked onto my statement on my bank or something. This is how I found out. And there was like $1,000 some odd charge to my account from Walmart.com. And so I'm like, what the fuck? So I go to my Walmart account, my Walmart.com app or whatever it is. I don't even know if they do it anymore. To my surprise, somebody had went on there onto my Walmart.com account. This is why you guys, you can't be linking your cards. You guys got to stop linking your cards to these places. The only place that my card, I'm not even going to say that. You're going to try to get me. But you got to stop linking your cards to these places. It's not safe. They may say, oh, it's safe, we're verified. No, it's not. Because how the fuck was someone able to hack my Walmart.com account? Walmart is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, but they couldn't figure out how to keep my little Walmart.com account safe. Anyways, I go on there. Somebody tried to order a baby crib, some alcohol, or I don't remember the exact items, but I know one of the items was like a baby crib or something, and some other stuff, almost $1,000. Well, I don't know the actual. It was a lot of money that it got my attention. So what I did was I canceled the order because it was going to go through shipping, and I had the person's address that was using my account. I could have popped up. I don't think it was here in Texas, or maybe it was. I don't know. But I was like, I could fucking pop up on these people. I really should pop up on these people. Delivery, bitch, you used my account. Someone's texting me. If I tell you I'm not interested anymore, please leave my phone number alone. I block these men that get new phone numbers. Anyway, so I canceled the order. I got my refund, but not before I canceled my fucking account. And ever since that night, I have not been back to Walmart, not once. Actually, that's a lie. I went like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago, but I'll tell you this much. No, I actually went a couple weeks ago. I had to get a money order. So my bank wasn't open. I'll tell you this much. I use a whole different debit card just for Walmart. One that it's prepaid. It's not prepaid, but you can add money to it and like it won't let you overdraft or anything. It's not linked to my main accounts or anything. I use a separate debit card for Walmart or any other kind of suspicious place, right? Because Walmart is so sketch. Number one, how come you don't have Apple Pay? What is the issue where you don't have Apple Pay? Not doing this Walmart Pay bullshit. First of all, I've tried to use Walmart Pay. Do you know how confusing and how much time it takes to even set that shit up? Absolutely not. I'm not doing it. So that's also one of the reasons why I say fuck Walmart, because you ain't got Apple Pay. Sometimes we don't want to get our card out. We haven't carried cash since 2007. Like, Apple Pay is the future. Google Pay is the future. People don't want to have to carry their cards with them anymore. We want the shit on our phone, so it's one less thing that we have to carry. How amazing would it be to have everything on your phone? Everything. Your debit cards, your credit cards, your photo ID. And a lot of places, some states they put their driver's license on the phones. My passport's on my phone. How cool would it be to have everything on your phone? You don't have to carry anything. How scary would it be if everything's on your phone? But you're going to die someday. You might as well live in convenience. You might as well live in luxury. You know? I don't know, but anyways, back to the 5 to 7 business day thing. I'm tired of fucking having to wait. Or you know what really gets me is when businesses will say, wait 5 to 7 days before contacting us. We're not going to start processing your application for 4 weeks. Wait 2.5 weeks to give us a call. Why does it take so long? Why does it take so long to do things? Why does it take so long to review my foreign LLC application and get back to me in 5 to 7 days? You can see, within 10 minutes, you can do a couple of things. You want to know what you can do? In 10 minutes, you can order, I've already uploaded that with my application. So I recently filed a foreign PLLC in another state, right? Because my company is expanding into different states. And so in order to do business, you have to have a foreign LLC application. Anyways, you get it, you get it. But then you have to order like a little affidavit or like report of good standing from the original state that you filed in, that you incorporated in, organized, or whatever you want to call it. But then you do all that, you pay the fee, you fill out their application, it takes 2 weeks. In 10 minutes, you already have my good standing. You don't have to get that. You already can see that my application, you can skim over it 2 seconds. You already have my application fee. Approve the shit. Just about within 5 minutes of me sending it in to you, you should already have it approved. Why is it taking so long? Does the person who processes those foreign PLLC applications only work on Mondays? Are they on maternity leave? Who is filling in for them? Now, I will say, in this state, I got it relatively quick, but there's other states where it's like New York. I am going to dread when this week I file my foreign PLLC in New York, because it can take anywhere from a month to 3 months to get that shit approved. Why? That's the other thing too with like nursing licenses and stuff. Why does it take so long? The one thing that really gets me is some states will have you go to all the other states that you're licensed in, and they will make you get verifications in all those states, which is great if they use the online, like this thing called Nurses. But if they don't, you have to wait for them to mail shit in. And it's like, you can't go on to almost every state, you guys. Every state has an online tool where you can put your name in and you can see if your license is active and if there's any disciplinary actions. Why can't boards of nursing why can't they accept what that board of nursing's website says about your license as verification? It's literally them telling you that your license is active. Why do I have to do this? And that would tremendously speed up the accrual of other state licenses. And the other thing too is, why isn't there a national background check? I mean, there is, it's the federal, but like what I'm saying is like, why isn't there a background check of all background checks? Why can't there be a national state background check where like all the states upload all their information into one repository that includes federal, and there can just be like a national background check to where they submit your fingerprints in and it goes boom, 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 to all 50 states and territories and the federal. and it checks everybody. Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota, Hawaii, Alaska, Texas, Oklahoma, New Hampshire, Delaware. And then it goes to a portal. Boom! This person is good in all 50 states and territories and federal. That way, I don't have to keep sending my damn fingerprints into every damn state to do every individual state background check. There needs to be a state or nationwide repository for certain things. I'm tired of having to send all of this shit in over and over and over. And the other thing is, if you really think here's the thing I don't understand too, is I don't understand how people can fly under the radar having a whole fucking felony. Because what you make it seem like is that, oh, someone can commit a felony in Wyoming, but then Texas would never know about it. How wouldn't they know? Because eventually, that felony is going to make you ineligible for a license. They're going to pull your license. And why isn't that making its way downtown, walking fast to Austin, Texas? You committed a felony. You're not going to get your license back. Why isn't it making its way down the pipeline? I feel like how it should work is you commit a crime, everyone finds out about it. Again, why isn't there a nationwide repository where all the boards of nursing are linked, all the license information is shared, boom, 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 boom. If somebody commits a felony in Wyoming, everybody hears about it. So it just cascades. Boom, there goes your Florida. Boom, Missouri finds out. There goes Missouri. Boom, Kansas finds out. There goes Kansas. Florida the same. Virginia. Alaska, who knows what they're doing. But eventually it'll make its way up there. Boom. There needs to be a nationwide repository for this information. Matter of fact, I feel like licensure, healthcare licensure, should maybe be a federal thing. Or maybe you can apply for a federal level license, and because federal is everywhere at once, if you get a federal license, the state has to honor it. Is that big government? Well, all I'm saying is it sounds like it'd be more convenient for me. Whatever. I don't know, you guys. I really don't know. What's the next thing on my list? Office etiquette. Oh, hell. Oh, God. Some of you guys don't know how to exist in an office. Now, you may say, girl, you've only had your own office I've actually had my office for about a month now. But here's the thing. Office etiquette. So offices, corporate executive offices, are a place of business. You go there to run businesses, okay? I run a business. Everyone in my office runs a business. These are not places that are designed for casual conversation, to bring your kids, screaming children. These are professional workspaces where people who run multi-billion-dollar companies have their executive offices. My executive office is in this building. So there have been multiple occasions when I'm trying to work. I'm trying to see my clients. I'm trying to, and I've had to reschedule because the noise level has been so damn loud that I feel like it would be unacceptable for me to hold any kind of meetings because the noise level is so loud. The first time it was somebody brought their crying ass kid. Now look, I'm not anti-children. I'm not. I don't mind children. Children they don't bother me. Do I prefer to be not around children? Yes. I tend to think, somebody asked me the other day, would you ever do like Head Start, or would you ever be like an elementary school teacher? No. No. It's not that I don't like kids. It's that children are only as, how do I say this without offending people? You know what? I'll say this. Children are a direct reflection of their parents. And children are very unpredictable. You never know what the hell is going to happen with a child. You just don't know. And for me, you know what? Let me just say this because I feel like, I don't know. Let me just say this because it's going to be confusing. The pace of my life, the content of my life, my priorities, they don't ever include children. Children slow you down. They get in the way. It's just, they're annoying. Kids are annoying. They're loud. They tear shit up. Their behavior's all over the damn place. And I don't want anything to do with that. So this particular day, for the first 3 hours of my workday, loud ass screaming. I had to reschedule clients. Or I had to delay starting meeting. Nobody wants to be in a meeting with someone and they hear a baby screaming loud. Take the baby. It's not the baby's fault. Look, it's not the baby's fault that they're crying. Babies, that's their way of telling their caregivers that I need something. They're not doing it on purpose until they get like age 3 or 4. Then they're doing that shit on purpose in the middle of Lowe's, throwing a temper tantrum because you want to buy them a new Pez dispenser or whatever the fuck. But I don't know, maybe take your child home. Take your child somewhere that you can console them. Take your child home. And also, why are you ignoring your child? That's neglectful. If your kid is screaming to the point where it's going through walls, it's bleeding through walls, and you're not doing anything about it, I would think that if I was a mom or if I was a parent and my newborn was crying, screaming bloody murder, that maybe whatever meeting I have that's going on right now, that I need to be in this executive office, maybe that's not the priority right now. Maybe mama's business deals aren't the priority. Maybe attending to my child's needs are the priority. Are they wet? Are they hungry? Are they just tired and want to go home and they want to take a nap? Hey, look, I'm not saying that being a parent is easy, and I know that there's a lot of things that you have to try to like balance. I get it, but I'm just saying. I'm going to leave that alone. But just pay more attention to your children. Because when I heard that baby cry, my estrogen receptors all went into recruitment. And I almost wanted to drop everything that I was doing and go see why this baby was crying. That natural, I'm not saying that I have a motherly instinct, because I don't feel like I do, but that natural human instinct to want to get up and go see what this baby needed. It was a bother. That was very disruptive to engage that instinct. It was disruptive. Now, the other thing, a couple days later, and this was Friday, I think this was Friday. The man behind me, in the office behind me, here's the issue that I have. Why are we having phone calls on loudspeaker? If you want to have phone call loudspeaker in your car or at home or in a private place where you can't disturb others, break a leg, have fun. You're in an office in close proximity to other people. Why are you having phone calls on loudspeaker? Not only that, but why are you screaming? That's the reason why you're screaming, is because you're on loudspeaker. You have to scream so that your voice can carry enough to go into the phone. Stop having conversations on loudspeaker. Stop having conversations on loudspeaker. It is annoying. And it's disruptive. It's annoying and it is disruptive. Stop it. It was so bad that I even had to send an email to our office receptionist, manager, whatever you want to call her, and complain. And I am not someone that loves to complain about people. I'm a chill person. I'm a pretty chill person. I don't want to have to complain because, first of all, I got to write the email. But I didn't. I let AI write that shit. I don't want to complain about people because I don't care about people's shit enough to where I want to complain. Usually when I complain, it's to people who I'm complaining about. So like, for example, my package locker fiasco. I'm complaining to the package locker people and I'm going to complain to the people who caused me to have to complain. I am the complaintee complaining about the complainter. Is that right? Did I say that right? Anyways, office etiquette. Be quiet. It's okay to have conversations. It's okay that some of those conversations may bleed. I get it. It's the screaming. It's the bringing children in when they haven't been attended to. Why are you starting your day and your children have not been attended to? If I was a parent, and I'm not trying to say that I'd be a perfect parent, no one gets it right all the time, I get it. But the needs of my children come before anything that I do for that day. And that's part of being a parent. When you're a parent, your children's needs come first. And people are going to be in the comments, are going to say, no, that's not necessarily true. You don't know what you're talking about. You was born a man. You ain't never gonna have children. You don't have a husband. I don't give a fuck about none of that. When you have children, your children come first before your man, before your needs, before anyone else's needs. Your children come first. You want to know what happens when you don't put your children's needs first? That was disrespectful. I apologize to myself. But no, when you wake up, your children come first. Once their needs have been met, they've been pottied, they've been fed, um, then you can worry about yourself. When I was growing up, there was a consensus that my that the man of the house, his needs came first. Fuck the man of the house. Go to work, bitch. No. The children come first. What really gets me is people who think that they should serve their man food first. My babies are being served first so that they can start eating, and then you're going to get your plate, and then I'll get my plate. Ooh, that just brings up some trauma that just pisses me off. Men come first. Mm-mm. Children always come first. The kids come first. That just sends me. That just fucking sends me through the roof. My man comes first. Fuck your man. Fuck your man. You know what your man's doing? Because to him, you're no longer. Oh, that's the next complaint that I have to complain about before we take our thumbnail. We're almost to an hour here. Okay, let's see. Adult. Oh my God. We'll just say this really quickly, and then we'll take our thumbnail, and that'll be the second episode of Braelynn's Corner. Also, leave a comment with any questions that you may have, any topics. If you guys need advice, I will give you guys advice. Adult-proof packaging. You guys know what I'm talking about. Packaging that is completely unnecessary. I'll give you guys some examples. You ever bought something? Usually it's like children's toys or sometimes like silverware sets or things where they have, here's the item, right? And then they have this little piece of plastic thing that's stuck to them, and then it's popped through the other side, but it's like a zip tie situation. If you don't have you ever been in a moment where you need to get that thing out of the package, but you don't have any scissors? The other thing is packaging where it's like cheap cardboard backing, but then it's like 5 different 1,000 layers of plastic in between. and it'll say, "Oh, puncture here," and you puncture there, and you still can't get it open. Why? I'll tell you a specific example. When I went and got my car, I had to change the battery recently. I don't know why my batteries are dying so fast. That's suspicious. But I went and had to get another battery for my car from AutoZone or O'Reilly's or whatever the fuck it was. I think it was AutoZone. But my key fob needed a new battery. So I bought the little CR 2032 45s, the ones that you change every couple of years. Um, Anyways, so I had to open up that package, but that package was like that cardboard back. Here's the battery. There's like two of them, and it's like you can see them. And that's the irritating part about this whole fucking thing is you can see them. You can see what you're trying to get out. And it's like it's like taunting you. It's like, here I am. Try to get me out of the package. And so you start ripping it. You start trying to peel it back, You don't have any scissors, so it's like you never have any scissors when you need them for this kind of packaging. They're just never there. So I was in my car for almost 15 minutes trying to rip this package open so I could get the damn bat. At that point, I should have just drove home. But it's like plastic. Here's the battery. Then it's like cardboard. Here's the battery. Layer of plastic. Another layer of plastic. Then another layer of cardboard. So you have to rip through the cardboard, you have to rip through the plastic, and then sometimes you have to separate the plastic. It's like, man, just put the shit in a Ziploc and give it to me. It's just... That's a lot of complaining for an episode. But you know what I'm in love with lately? Subway. I've been eating fresh. Yesterday I had what did I have? I had, it's something new. It's like seasoned steak with a whole shit ton of avocado. Ooh, I love avocado. Ooh, avocado. Mm, 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 mm. Avocado, man, that sounds so damn good. Oh, I love avocado. But it's like a seasoned steak. It has avocado all over it. And it was good. It was good. Anyways, let's go ahead and take the thumbnail so that we can go ahead and get out of here. This is wraps on episode 2. Oh, okay. Let's see here.